So I decided to prototype and ultimately launch this oyster-based lime product as a way to deepen my relationship and craft practice with indigo. Every indigo dye vat tells a story through the water and materials used to create it. For a sustainable indigo dye practice, consider the lime that you use. Limestone, for example, the most common in dye shops, tells a story based in extraction, displacement, and environmental degradation. Creating a vat that is efficient but fraught with the woes of the mining industry. Whereas DADA's oyster shell-based lime tells a different story. A story rooted in regeneration, circular economy, community resilience, and Black and Indigenous ecological intuition. Our oyster shell-based lime gets the job done while imbuing the indigo dye vat with a living water kinship that connects the diaspora through shared tides of culture, wisdom, and experience, pairing well with the aquatic spirit associated with indigo. My oyster-based lime is a dye-grade, agricultural-grade lime that is collected and produced within a 10-mile radius. There are a number of oyster-serving restaurants in the area that do not recycle their oysters, unfortunately. And so a lot of this food waste is going into the landfill. So before the art is made, the materials that we gather to make it have a story. During the peak of the pandemic, I registered for a virtual indigo class with Iroh, where she briefly mentioned about how enslaved African laborers were using oyster shells in the indigo production process. Class ended and my imagination was expanding. I became really curious about this new corridor of Black genius that connects soil and sea and really expands the story of indigo beyond what I knew. A practice that reunites this generous and robust plant with materials that share the story of its people and the waterways that connect them.